Hey, I want to thank you so much for taking your time to opt in to learn our 10-day bustle making workshop. Within the next 10 days, our plan is to give you step-by-step videos on how to create a bustle from scratch. And it doesn't matter if you never made it before, if you have no experience, or maybe if you're the experienced vet. I think maybe you're gonna take a lot out of this course, but our whole goal is by the end of the 10 days, you have the knowledge, you have the game plan, or perhaps if you follow us step by step, you'll have your very own bustle that you could use for yourself, or maybe you're making it for your children, or maybe you're making it for a loved one, or maybe you're just learning it to have that traditional knowledge of how to make bustles. I want to let you know that you came to the right place. So a couple of reasons why we decided it's so important for us to make this program for you was because bustles are pretty expensive to make. A lot of times people will message us, and we have messages come in from all over the world. People will message us and ask for bustles, and then when it comes down to the price, you know, that always comes into the hang up of whether they should do it or not. So we just thought a really great thing to do for you was to just teach you how to do it and teach you the different supplies that you would need, and basically go from starting from scratch all the way to the end and kind of have everything knocked out there for you. So now there's no excuses, and hopefully by creating this course we'll have a lot more fancy dancers out there. One of our biggest goals is to bring more dancers out to the circle, so if they have this knowledge, maybe you could do it as a project with the person who wants to dance, or maybe it's a project for yourself. So we really just wanted to have everything laid out for you, so you have everything you need, so maybe you could be out there dancing with us, all the fancy dancers out in the dance area. Plus, this knowledge of bustle making could also be used for men's traditional, so maybe you want to use men's traditional as a thing. This foundational knowledge that you'll get from learning how to make bustles, you could translate that into bustles, into traditional bustles, even into fan making for jingles, right? It's kind of the same process. So you're gonna learn a lot in this. So let's get into it right now on all the supplies that you would need to create a bustle. So part of this bustle making course as well, one of the biggest hangups that we kind of thought in our mind, and we thought that people might not do it, is they wouldn't know where to get the supplies from. So what we did here with Powwow Times is we put together a kit for you that basically has about 90% of all the supplies that you would need. All the supplies that won't be here are easy things that you can get at your local Walmart, hobby store, places like Michael's, anywhere that sells a bunch of craft things. You'll be able to find all the extra stuff. But in this kit, what we have is all the kind of harder to find things, and we thought that maybe it'd be easier for us to have everything that you would need in one kit. So we call this our bustle kit, and we thought it'd be a great idea to put a kit together for you guys. So if you want information on how to purchase a kit, there's a link below this video. You click on it, it'll give you all the information that you need on where to get all the supplies. So I want to go and open this box up for you and let you know of all the materials that you need to create a bustle. The kit is not necessary for you to buy now, right? So it is an option for you if you need it, and we just thought that it'd be great. But I want to open this up for you, and let's get into the supplies that you will need to start creating a bustle right now. Okay, let's get into the kit, the bustle kit that we provide, and kind of show you all the material that you would need to create bustles for yourself. So I'm gonna open up this kit, and then we're gonna get into what it is that you need. So the first things that you would need are hackle feathers. So in our kit, for an adult kit, usually for a junior teen tiny tot kit, actually a junior and a tiny tot kit, you're gonna see two colors. So if you ordered one of the kits, we're gonna call you and we'll ask, you know, what colors were you kind of looking for, so we can accommodate the kit for you to have those colors. So in this particular kit, it's an adult kit. So adult and teen kits would come with 3 different colors that you could choose from. Somewhere on this webpage, you'll see all the colors that we do provide for you to have with a kit like this. Other than that, you know, it's kind of looking around different websites, trying to figure out where you could find hackle feather. So if you want to do a Google search, you could find hackle feather and you can find out different prices on that and what works for you. Another thing that you'll need for feathers is spikes. So we have turkey spikes here. We have enough here for a whole bustle set, and we're gonna get into how much you would need per bustle and kind of the process of putting all this together. So these are the main feathers that you will need. You'll need a turkey feathers for the men's fancy bustles, and you're gonna need the hackle feathers. Another thing that you're gonna need is flag tape. So within our kit, we found that flag tape was kind of hard for people to find. So we have kind of really good high quality flag tape that comes with our kit, and that's gonna be a part of creating this into a beautiful piece of art. We have the dowels. So a lot of the dowels here that you will need for your bustles, and what they do is they go into the feather and kind of create that support and give that feather length. And just to have the whole structure of it put together, you're gonna need a couple different types of zip ties. So these zip ties will go into the bottoms, and then you have zip ties again for the tops to strengthen the tops. So within our kit, you're gonna have basically almost everything you need to start creating a really beautiful bustle set. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna open up another box to kind of show you all the things that you could pick up at your local store. So this kit is kind of everything that you need to create the bustles, but there's just a few more extra little things that you would need for your bustles. So let's get into that right now. Okay, let's get into all the odds and ends that you would need to create the bustle, for all the tools you might need, the rulers, the tapes, all that kind of stuff. We put it all in this box here, and for you, if you don't want to shop for all of this stuff, this is a separate kit that we call the tools kit that you could get off of us, but we want to show you all the stuff that you would need. So basically you could go to Walmart and find basically most of this stuff for yourself, but if you didn't want to go and shop for everything, we kind of put it all into a kit called the tools kit, and there's a link below this video as well to kind of explain how you can get the tools kit to you. So I want to kind of open the box up and kind of show you everything that would come in this tools kit. So what you're gonna need is a ruler. The ruler is so important for marking everything that you would need in your bustles. You got the pliers, so you need a pair of pliers, and you're gonna see why this is important. We use these cutters, you know, mainly used for cutting stems or flowers or things like that. These are really great tools to use for bustle making. Another thing is you're gonna need, and you can see a lot of our tools are really well used, and this is our glue gun. And naturally, if you're gonna use a glue gun, you're gonna need some glue sticks. So some glue sticks will come along with that. Another thing you're gonna need is some good pony beads. We use really high quality pony beads that are a little thicker than what you might find at different stores. Kind of gives it a really good look, but you can use any kind of pony beads that you find at your local stores. Another thing that you use for wrapping hackle, what we use, you know, we use every single thing from thread and all kinds of stuff, and this seems to be the best, easiest way is the crochet thread. So we have the crochet as well, and we like to lock everything down with some speed sew. So here's some speed sew just to show you that. When you have the flake tape, you want to make sure everything is cut real good, so we use an X-Acto knife for that. I'll put that right here. Another thing that we use to kind of put everything together, we tried all kinds of shoelace out there. The best string that we found was this Elite figure skating string, and it works really good for cutting and burning the ends, so they work really well for bustle making. Another thing that we have is the different types of tapes that you would need. So we love using the brown masking tape. Whatever main color you're gonna use for your bustle, we like to get that electric tape. So white is what we have here, and some Scotch tape. So clear Scotch tape. These are the three main tapes that we'll use for our bustle, and I'll just put that up there. You're gonna need a good pair of scissors. Right here we have the little pair of scissors, but you know, it's really good to have the good strong pairs of scissors, so I'll put that right there. For marking everything, I like to use a Sharpie pen, so it's just a like fine point Sharpie pen for marking everything that we're gonna measure out with our ruler. I'll put that right there. And when you're creating holes on the bustles, we like to use a soldering iron. So if you have a lot of time and you want to make nice clean holes, a soldering iron works, especially if you have a blowout with one of your feathers break. It's easy to take the string out and take that problem feather out and put a new one in. Another quick way to do it, but it leaves kind of a smaller hole, but it also makes your feather still stay strong, is the hole puncher. So two different options for when you are creating your bustles. So these are all the tools that you would need. to start working on your bustle. So these are the tools that we'll be using to create this bustle over the next few days with you guys. So we wanted to lay out the thing here below this video as well. Under our resources, you're gonna get a whole list of all this stuff so you can see exactly what you need for yourself.